If you're a brand thinking about getting into influencer marketing and you're wondering which platform is right for you, is it Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or something else? Then this video is for you. I'm Natalie, and over the last 10 years, I've led influencer, affiliate, artist, channel, content, PR strategy for some of the biggest names in music retail, education, and manufacturing. I even helped set a Guinness World Record along the way. Let's talk about this question. It depends. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it depends on what your goal is. Once you know your goal, you work backwards. Let's say your goal is to increase your social media following on Instagram. You're going to go on Instagram for that, right? You wouldn't try to increase that on some YouTube channel. Working with a YouTuber, go follow, link in the description. No, that makes no sense. Stick with the platform. But I will say, if the goal is a conversion, a purchase, and it is a higher cost item, and the consideration phase is longer, it's not an impulse, TikTok made me buy this dress on a Saturday night. It's I'm doing research on $5,000 worth of studio gear. They're probably not going to be on Instagram or TikTok for something like that. They're going to go to YouTube and Google. And when I say Google, I mean websites.com, independent blogs, publishers, potentially some forums, although those fall into social as well. But they're going to go to find written and video content. And those two are my top picks when it comes to conversions for 4 specific reasons. The first being SERPs, search engine results page. The customer might not even be looking for a product on Instagram or TikTok in the same way they are home studio recording equipment, $5,000 budget. That's getting typed into Google, okay? And then now you're included in the mix if you worked with a YouTuber or a blog, because YouTube is owned by Google, right? So both search results in video and written format appear, and then from there, now you're included in the consideration wherever that person goes. So SERPs is number 1. The second is content length. You can't write an article on Instagram, and up until recently, you couldn't even do videos that were like 10 minutes long. So you were really limited in your focus, and it was more entertaining versus informative, or it depended on the situation. If you're learning how to tie a tie, that shouldn't take 10 minutes to explain. But if you're like trying to build a home studio and you're about to spend a bunch of money, you want some information, and it's going to take longer than some platforms will allow. So that's the second reason. Video length, obviously specific to YouTube, but like article length. And then from there, link visibility. Think about how many links you see in articles. There's the buy now buttons, there's blue hyperlinks, all of that. Visible, very visible. And those are usually like tracking links or affiliate links, right? Even better. Same story for YouTube. You have the description where you could put several links in, and also remember to pin as comment. That's important. And just like bonus tip, side note, don't put more than 5 links in the description of YouTube. If it's about a product, because the creator or the brand, you're going to have your link to your socials at the bottom, maybe an email, a website, things like that. But you don't want it to be so much noise that it gets lost in translation or is like intimidating. So keep that in mind. And then link visibility. Think about how it's not especially obvious on TikTok and Instagram. You always see like a post and it's like link in bio. So it's like, okay, I got to leave this post. Now I need to go to their bio. Now I need to look through the link tree and try to find this among a sea of other links to then go to where I'm supposed to go. Jeff Bezos' rule from Amazon, right? 2 clicks or less. So the goal is to not have so much noise going on. Be as efficient as possible. The 4th reason, longevity. We might save social media posts on Instagram and TikTok, but if I'm looking for something serious and I want to go back and find the original content, I'm going to bookmark that article. I'm going to save that YouTube video. And beyond that, it's going to continue to exist in search results like we discussed. So it might be a hashtag on social media that they continue to like gain views and it's been saved and everything people can reference, but those aren't being treated the same way as search engines. So what I said about the first and last, they're kind of locked in together. You want to show up on the results page, but you also want to stay there for the foreseeable future. So the longevity of the content is also relevant. That is something that came to mind when answering that question. I hope this was helpful.